everyone, welcome back to the channel. Matt with Green Bar Trading. So in this video, this was a trade that I took, which was on Tuesday, August 3rd. I am making the video on August 3rd. I don't know when it's going to upload, but I thought the video was so important because I feel like a lot of traders are struggling on how to find these pre-market stocks that are hitting our scanner. So I'm going to show you some criteria, some things that I look for in our pre-market on our pre-market scan, and then you guys can, put that criteria in your scan search as well if you choose to. But the most important part, I think, of this video is using a live trade example on why I traded this particular stock. So here we go. I'm going to share the screen with you. Before we get into this trade that made me $51.50 in about 2 to 3 minutes, hit the thumbs up. It helps the channel continue to grow. I do appreciate you hitting that. It takes 2 seconds, and it does help get Green Bar Trading into, a lot of other people's houses and wherever they watch these videos. Now you can watch them basically anywhere, which is pretty cool. So anyway, going into this pre-market session on Tuesday, the news on this one, and you can tell very, very, very quickly when the news came out on this stock, was obviously at 8:05 a.m. That's when the stock price ripped up. That's when, computer algorithms pick this stuff up. Day traders then see it come up with the news and on scanners, and it continues the move higher. Now, if we look at this, there's a front side to the move, and then there's a back side to the move. Most of these moves, these news plays, look like this. They'll come up, and then they'll come down. So right here, I enter on a pullback, which you all know I love the 9 EMA. Using the 9 EMA as support, we get long at 8:07. So at $8.07, I get long. The candle is a beautiful bullish candle. And then I take profit. I take half out at $8.50. Started to see a little resistance, and that's normal to see resistance around the $0.50. But if a stock is really strong, the $0.50 can really give a huge boost up. So I just wanted to take half out at where I knew there was going to be resistance. So locking in the profit there, and then letting the other half of the position go another 2 minutes to grab another 13 cents of profit on the stock. Now, you may be looking at this and say, why didn't you hold and sell right up here? Why did you sell here? Well, it's, almost impossible to know when the absolute top will be. Obviously, if I would have known that, I would have held the entire position, and I wouldn't have taken half off here and half off there. I would have just sold 100% at $9.36. It's almost impossible to know when the top is going to be. And if you look at this, in 30 minutes, we were back to my entrance, which was 8:07, right here. Right here, we are back to my entrance. So if I didn't take profit on the front side of the move, well, I would have been playing the entire dribbling down here as it just bled out from the front side. So this is where I entered. It's just crazy to think that a stock can go up this much and then come back that much in basically a symmetrical, if we look at it like this, it's just cut in half. We got the front side and the back side. So anyway, like I said, it's almost impossible to know where the top is going to be. But the stock was showing up with news. So if we look at this, at 8:05, the news that came out looked good. FDA grants breakthrough device designation status. So, these types of things are just going to get the quick move. Before day traders and computer algorithms even digest the news, which happens around here, and then price starts to come back down to a more sane level, computer algorithms and day traders just keep buying and selling, buying and selling, buying and selling until we get the profit taking and the sell off eventually and the short selling. So how to find stocks like this, because that's really what the video is about. On Thinkorswim under scan, all we do is have what I do is I have a preset scan that I load every morning. It's my pre-market movers scan. And, since it's not the pre-market right now, this is not going to be accurate. But what I do is I put the pre-market scan into my watch list. So when I was trading in the morning, I have this open and I saw this stock come up onto the scan, HJLI. I got involved pretty early on in the move. So I was happy with that. With these types of things, you cannot hesitate to trade them, but you're going to want to get in and out pretty quickly. Like you just saw, the whole move was over in 30 minutes. So, while these can provide some great opportunity, you do have to be pretty fast. So the pre-market scan is very, very, very simple. This is all I do. Stock with the mark, which is the current price, between $1 and $1.50. So I have a big group of stocks. And then I want to do the minimum volume set at 50,000 shares. And then you just click scan. And the key to this scan is to sort by the mark percent change. You want to be looking at what we call the top gappers, which are the stocks that are gapping up from the previous close to where they are currently in the pre-market session of that current day. So it's from the close to the current day. And my pre-market scan is always right here and open from the second I wake up in the morning until that 9:30 the bell rings, and that scan is no longer valid. And then we go over to my high of day momentum scanner, which is awesome. I have plenty of videos on how to do that. So, knowing how to find stocks in the morning is very important. And that's how I made, this $51. I would have never known about the stock if I did not have that scan up. So the bottom line, it's an easy scan. All you're doing is you're putting the 50,000 shares, and you can add stuff to this if you want, but I'm really just interested in the top 5 gappers. So the highest percentage gainers. I don't really care about all the other criteria, as it does not really apply to the pre-market. Now, what I do look at, obviously, is a stock's float. I'll look at, obviously, the daily chart on it. There'll be other technical stuff that I look at before I decide to just trade something. Now, this stock had an excellent float. The float on it, I think, was 6 million shares. So I was trading something that I knew can really make some quick moves really fast. So I do look at that stuff when, I'm sorting my pre-market list. But just how I found this stock was just, news at 8:05 in the morning, and jumped right on it and took the profit really quickly. So that's, this is how you trade some quick news plays. You got to be quick. And yes, you're not always going to get the very top of the move, but I will take $50 in 3 minutes, basically any day of the week. That's great money. I'm sure other traders make way more money, but still, that is a good play. So I hope that you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the thumbs up for me, and thank you for watching. I'll see you guys back on the next video. Take care, everyone.